Welcome to News Watch 12 at 6. I'm Justin Betty. Back in November, Wisconsin, one of the biggest COVID hotspots in the country. But these days, the Badger State is setting the standard, leading most of the country, thanks in part to its COVID-19 vaccine rollout. News Watch 12's Rachel Eiler joins us now live in studio with what health officials say led to the turnaround. Rachel.
Justin, Wisconsin becoming a major player in vaccine rollout in the U.S. didn't just happen by accident. It took a team effort of hardworking health officials, vaccinators, and those willing to get the shot. The Badger State, once struggling to contain the spread of COVID-19, is now among the top 15 states leading vaccine distribution. Now, CDC data shows more than 29% of the state's population has received at least one dose of the vaccine, placing Wisconsin in the top list of states for getting shots into arms.
Whether it's a surprise or not, I think we always knew we would have a fair percentage of the population that was going to be very pro-vaccine and was going to want to get it.
So what caused the turnaround?
You have to have demand, so you have to have patients who want to get vaccinated. And so I think we're fortunate that we have a good chunk of people right now who want to get vaccinated. And then you have to have supply, but then you have to have capacity. And so right now we're really blessed with a large number of vaccinators who want to give a large number of shots.
From small local clinics to football stadiums, the state has nearly 3,000 vaccination sites, which compared to other states is pretty high. But it wasn't without challenge. Many vaccinators needed to figure out the best way to schedule appointments with the limited amount of vaccinations they received. And while statewide Wisconsin picked up vaccine rollout, in more rural areas, vaccine distribution still slow despite efforts.
Rural settings do present their own set of challenges. Just on a side note that, the increased emphasis on retail community pharmacy being involved in the administration of these products is definitely a benefit to the rural settings.
Dr. Anderson adds, though, there may come a point where availability to rural areas will be needed more.
These mass, come to us locations, we may need to put more effort into what does mobility look like for people who are maybe less motivated.
So far, over 1 million Wisconsinites are fully vaccinated, with more adults eligible starting in May. Officials say they're not worried about slowing down. If you are looking to get your vaccine soon, you can check in with your local pharmacy, health clinic, or go to the Wisconsin DHS website to learn more about locations and eligibility. Reporting live in studio, Rachel Eiler, News Watch 12.
Outside, Jeff, a lovely day, though a little breezy.
Yeah, but cooler temperatures are on the way tomorrow and Wednesday, followed by a big warm-up. We could do 70 this weekend. Right now, though, the ice is kind of heading out there as we have lots of open water here in Three Lakes and lots of clear skies as well. Look at these temperatures. It's 59 in Rhinelander, 63 for Mosinee, 64 for Poy, 68 this hour in Wisconsin Rapids. All right, so here we are. Lots of clear skies out there right now, but the clouds will increase tonight. There's a little system to the west of us. That guy right there. That's going to cause a couple sprinkles tonight, followed by a wind shift that will cool us off tomorrow and also hold high temperatures on Wednesday, not tomorrow, most likely in the 20s, followed by a big warm up on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is increasing clouds, a couple of sprinkles out there with low temperatures above freezing at 36. Your full forecast is coming up. Justin.
Thanks, Jeff. Today, the Biden administration announced they are extending a moratorium on eviction of tenants who are unable to make rental payments during the pandemic. CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky signed that extension, which was scheduled to expire on March 31st. It's now been extended through June 30th. The moratorium provides protection for renters out of concern that having families lose their homes and move into shelters or crowded living spaces would further spread the virus. To be eligible for protection, renters must earn less than $99,000 per year if they're single, $198,000 for couples filing jointly. They must also demonstrate that they have sought government help and they declare that they cannot pay. Again, the rent does not just go away, however, it just gets delayed a bit. A new CDC real-world study finds the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines are highly effective at preventing COVID infection among frontline workers. CDC researchers tracked nearly 4,000 healthcare workers and first responders who were tested weekly for the virus. They found their risk of infection was reduced by about 90% 2 weeks after getting their second dose of the vaccine. decreased by 80% 2 weeks after even just one dose. Experts say it takes 2 weeks following vaccination to produce antibodies that protect against infection. Moderna has also shipped its 100 millionth dose of the COVID vaccine to the United States. The company made that announcement this morning, with the CEO thanking the, quote, millions of people who have put their confidence in Moderna's science, adding that she is humbled to know that Moderna is helping address the worldwide pandemic. The CDC says more than 67 million doses of the Moderna vaccine have now been administered in the United States. Spring is here, and with Easter right around the corner, many kids are looking forward to Easter egg hunts. Willow Springs Garden will host their first ever Easter egg event this Saturday, April 3rd, starting at 9 a.m. They had planned to hold events like this in the past, but organizers say they had to jump through a few hurdles first.
We wanted to do it for quite some time, but we just never knew how to fit it in. And I have a round barn that we restored for hosting events, and it's quite large. And we decided that, hey, let's hide the eggs in this big old barn and let the kids come and can do it rain or shine.
Organizers say they have more planned than just the egg hunt as well, including a little something for parents.
There's some egg dye coloring that can happen as well. And then a little bit of a petting zoo going on, and some things for mom and dad to do in another section of our facility that they can have a little craft to make while the kids are having their own fun.
They say the egg hunt will take place rain or shine, though the weather should be beautiful this weekend in the garden's round barn. For more information, you can visit willowspringsgarden.com. The pandemic has been tough on many businesses, but Nicolet College is looking to help with their Launch a Biz training program. The program is designed to help small business owners grow their businesses beyond the first stage level. The program will run on Tuesdays, April 6th through May 28th from 6 to 8 p.m. The course is free for Vilas and Oneida County residents. For more information and to register, you can contact Jody Fox Engelman. Her contact information is on the Nicolet College website, nicoletcollege.edu. Many folks across the Northwoods are gearing up for some warmer weather and maybe some travel pretty soon as well. Health experts warn, while things are looking better, that doesn't mean you shouldn't be careful. We have some tips on how to travel safely. But first, Jeff's in with your full work week forecast. That's next on Newswatch 12 at 6.
Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio has designed beautiful and functional kitchens and baths in the Northwoods. When helping plan your dream kitchen or bath, with in-home consultation available, they provide 3D drawings of your spaces to bring your visions to life. With over 30 years of experience together, Sarah and Danny have overseen 500 plus projects. Whether it's a new home or a remodel, Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio in Eagle River looks forward to making your dream kitchen or bath a reality.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center's biggest sale ever and receive free carpet installation, along with an additional $300, $600, or even $1,000 of savings on all flooring products and sale prices. That's right, free carpet installation and an additional savings of up to $1,000 on top of the sale prices. See why contractors and designers only choose Carpet City Flooring Center for their flooring needs.
Our prices will floor you.
My body is truly powerful.
I have the power to lower my A1C.
Because my body can still make its own insulin.
And Trulicity activates my body to release it.
Lowering my blood sugar from the first dose. Once weekly Trulicity responds when my body needs it 24/7. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It's not insulin.
It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include indigestion, fatigue, belly pain, decreased appetite, nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems.
I have it within me to lower my A1C.
Ask your doctor about Trulicity.
All right, seatbelts on. You and I are going to go for a ride this week. Temperature-wise, today near 60, tomorrow in the 40s, and on Wednesday, we're going to hold high temperatures, most of us in the 20s. Are you ready for that? Followed by a big rebound in temperatures this weekend. We could do 70 on Easter weekend. Out there now, though, the ice is retreating here in Three Lakes. Open water out there right now on the pier currently with the sun out. It sets at 7:23 this evening. And earlier, lots of clouds, but then the sun came out and not a cloud in the sky out there right now. We will get some more clouds back in the forecast so for tonight, and then even a couple sprinkles, but who cares? Look at these temperatures right now. It's 59 in Rhinelander with a south wind at 20. That's the story today. Gusting near 35 to 40 throughout the afternoon, and very dry air there. 33 dew point currently in Rhinelander. Over in Wausau, it's 65 for you with a southeast wind at 22 and a dew point there at 35. So we'll take it, but it has a shelf life as cooler temperatures are on the way as soon as tomorrow. But look outside right now. It's 63 in Mosinee, 58 for Anago, 68 Wisconsin Rapids. But you know, this time of year that can't last. So we have cooler air on the way and it'll arrive for us tomorrow. But until then, look at it. 41 tomorrow, 29 is the forecast high for Wednesday. We can get through this because then look what happens. 43 on Thursday, 54 Friday, and those are 60s for Easter weekend. And once they get here, they're likely going to stick around for a while. Here's the long-range temperature outlook, April 5th through the 11th or so. Much of the Great Lakes, the Midwest, South, above average in temperatures. That could likely hold us in the 60s for the first week or two of April, but as you know, it's windy out there right now. We have wind gusts near 35 to 40 miles per hour. That will stay with us tonight, and then we'll kind of pull back a bit tomorrow. But right now out of the south, near 20 in Rhinelander, 22 for Wausau, 17 Ladesmith. So again, this will stay windy tonight, just not as windy for us tomorrow. That is increasing our fire danger, as you know. It's very high currently. We're in that mid-range right now because the snow has melted, the vegetation has not grown in yet. That's that precarious spot in the middle or where you get kind of the really dry conditions. That could cause some forest fires, so get your permits out there if you had to have them, or just kind of put off burning for now until the threat goes down. Okay, so lots of clear skies out there now. If you woke up early today, you're like, oh, lots of clouds out there. But they quickly got away from us, and now lots of clear skies across the entire state. But there is a little something to the west of us right now. This, and it looks like something, right? But it's going to go well to our north tomorrow, but it's going to swing through a cold front tonight. That could trigger a couple sprinkles. Sprinkles, not flurries. We'll have low temperatures tonight above freezing, but likely then change the wind out of the northwest tomorrow. That's going to begin the process of cooling us off. So rainfall-wise, only this, right? 0.04 in Rhinelander, 0.03 in Wausau, nothing, right? And we could use some rainfall, but here is the long-range precipitation outlook for the first week or two of April, keeping us dry across the Great Lakes in the south, and we could use some moisture, as you know. Here's the look at where it's been dry. Darker reds, of course, ongoing decades-long drought across the west. For us, though, we have our own issues around here. It's been pretty dry heading into the growing season now. Your forecast then for tonight, though, is increasing clouds, a couple of sprinkles out there, not a drought buster at all, with low temperatures down near 36. For tomorrow, all right, so morning sprinkles. Most of us will stay dry with some sun in there as well. It's going to be breezy, not as windy as today with highs near 41, so that's different, right? And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows tomorrow a couple sprinkles early, followed by a quiet day Wednesday, but a high of 29 and a low of 13. What's up with that, right? Thursday, 43. And then look what happens. Friday, 54. Saturday, 65. Easter Sunday, 66 under partly cloudy skies. Justin?
Thanks, Jeff. This week is spring break for many folks across the Northwoods. And after a year like we have had, many folks are eager to get out of the house, maybe go on a little vacation. Many people put off trips last year are now taking those trips. Health experts say that can be done safely within reason.
Avoiding large gatherings, wearing your mask in public, continuing to distance in public, is really important. It's important to protect other people around you, even if you are fully vaccinated. I think that if you're unvaccinated, there's more risk in doing some more of the mass transit types of approaches.
Of course, there are restrictions in place in certain spots across the country. Travel experts say Florida and Arizona look like the hot spots right now. It's also where spring training is going on in baseball. Dr. Anderson says travelers, though, need to be smart when traveling and even when returning.
think that if they were, come back and recognize that they were taking some riskier behaviors, then we know that asymptomatic transmission can occur. So, being more isolated, making sure you wear your mask in public, making sure that you're, avoiding any of those other larger gatherings.
Says the biggest difference is whether you are vaccinated or not. However, though he says it's important, again, to wear a mask, social distance when possible, wash your hands. Officials recommend a 14-day monitoring session when you get back from a big trip and get a COVID test and consider self-quarantining until you know you're good. When the pandemic first began about a year ago, many grocery stores began to offer curbside pickup. Well, a new business in Wausau is taking that a step further, allowing you to not even have to leave your home. Go Grocery held its grand opening 1 week ago with their new grocery delivery service. Service is completely personalized. You pick what groceries you want and where to get them. You can submit your order online by filling out your shopping list and emailing it to Ken and Shelley at gogrocerydeliveryandmore.com or by calling 715-302-9033. In Minneapolis, opening remarks kicked off this week for one of the biggest trials in recent memory. The former police officer, Derek Chauvin, facing charges tied to the death of George Floyd's murder. We'll have more on that after the break.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
My name's Arthur, from Merrill, Wisconsin. In August of 2019, I started getting numbness in my feet. By July of 2020, my feet were so numb, I lost a sense of balance. I thought I was walking on stilts. I seen this ad for spinal aid. I took 20 treatments from them, and by then my feet were 90% better and no longer felt as I was walking on stilts.
Are you experiencing weakness, numbness, and/or pain in your feet or hands? These sensations might even be affecting other areas of your body along with your balance. You might have already been diagnosed with peripheral neuropathy and are taking drugs such as Lyrica, gabapentin, or Cymbalta that never seems to help. Neuropathy pain ultimately diminishes your quality of life. Call Spinal Aid of Wausau today to see if our treatment methods are right for you. Call 715-203-1508 to schedule your neuropathy severity consultation or visit us at spinalaid.com.
What happens to your body language when your underarms are cared for? It shows. Our new Dove Advanced Care formula is effective and kind to skin, leaving underarms cared for and you more confident and carefree.
Antibacterial or moisturizing body wash?
Definitely moisturizer. Antibacterial. Can I have both?
New Dove Care and Protect body wash eliminates 99% of bacteria and moisturizes for hours.
2 for 1. Can I keep it?
New Dove Care and Protect. Zero compromise.
Yeah, well, look what I did this weekend, huh?
Your weekends, brought to you by American Marine and Motorsports in Shawano and Mercury Motors. We have more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Check them out in the largest showroom in the USA. Buy or trade into a new boat and get out on the water today, and we'll give you the best deal. Guaranteed by at least $500. Get the most out of your weekends with Mercury Motors and American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
News Watch 12 is brought to you by Bone and Joint Walk-In Care.
Minneapolis tonight is the start of what is expected to be a very tense and emotional murder trial. Former police officer Derek Chauvin, accused of killing George Floyd after cell phone video, you've seen it by now, showed him with his knee across Floyd's neck for about 9 minutes after he was handcuffed and forced to the ground. Jay Gray has details.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm that
as the trial begins, the core of the prosecution's case is immediately clear. Out of respect for the family, we aren't showing the cell phone video that captured the final minutes of George Floyd's life. But the state wants to make sure jurors do see those images, opening with the video and including pictures of the incident on a timeline displayed in the courtroom.
Mr. Derek Chauvin betrayed this badge when he used excessive and unreasonable force upon the body Mr. George Floyd.
The defense countering during its open, telling the jury Chauvin did exactly what he was trained to do by Minneapolis police, and saying that other factors, including drugs and a heart condition, caused his death.
The use of force is not attractive, but it is a necessary component of policing.
What you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth.
Thank you.
The first witness called by prosecutors, a 911 dispatcher who watched video from a street surveillance camera while working the call.
It was a gut instinct of, in the incident, something's not going right.
An instinct that pushed her to make this call to a supervisor.
I don't know if they had used force or not. They got something out of the back of the squad, and all of them sat on this man.
The dispatcher telling the jury it was the first time she'd ever made that type of call.
Some glad morning when this life is over, I'll fly away.
Alan Jackson has become a part of America's musical landscape and a country music icon over his 25-year music career.
Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee.
Now he delivers a powerful performance featuring songs from his very personal release entitled Precious Memories.
I love to tell the story. 'Twill be my fame and glory. Are you ours? In the blood.
Filmed live at the historic Ryman Auditorium in Nashville, Tennessee, this unique DVD captures powerful gospel performances and intimate interviews with Alan, his mother, and his wife as he reflects on his musical journey.
This is my story. This is my song.
If you call now to order this inspirational video, you'll also receive, as a very special bonus, a 2-CD collection featuring 28 classic gospel favorites.
Love lifted me. Love lifted me. Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. He lives, he lives, Christ Jesus lives today.
This DVD keepsake is a priceless addition to any music collection, and it can be yours along with this bonus 2-CD collection for the special low price of $29.95 plus shipping and handling. To order, have your credit card ready and call the number on your screen.
When we all get to heaven, what a...
Hi, I'm Scott.
I'm Allie.
And this is our family from Shoulders RV and Marine.
If this year's taught us anything, we believe it's taught us we need to get back to the good old days of enjoying the outdoors, camping, boating, and buying from small businesses. Here at Shoulders RV and Marine, we happen to check all of those boxes. Next time you're in the market for a dock or lift, boat, camper, power sports, or nearly anything outdoors, sales, rentals, parts, or service,
We'd love you to think of us.
Shoulders RV and Marine, across from Menards, Rhinelander.
Hi, I'm Dean Hoger with Miracle Ear of Rhinelander. If you're struggling to hear your favorite news and entertainment shows, stop in and see me for a free hearing test.
Check out Washington, D.C.'s cherry blossom trees hitting peak bloom. The trees with their abundant pale pink flowers reached that stage quickly earlier than usual this year because of some above average temperatures. The National Weather Service provides a bloom cam live stream. The first week of April, usually the projected time for when peak bloom happens in and around D.C.
You
Jeff,
know what that means, right, Justin?
We're getting some above average temperatures too soon.
And allergy season is not too far away.
It's also true.
Okay, let's look outside now. Open water here in Three Lakes, courtesy of the sunshine out there again today. But the ice is retreating. Temperatures are near 60. The sun sets at 7:23 this evening. But look at these temperatures. It's 59 in Tomahawk, 65 for Wausau, 64 for Point, even getting close to 70 there in Wisconsin Rapids right now. We will not do this again tomorrow or Wednesday, but followed by a good warm-up getting in here on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Lots of clear skies out there now. It's going to be a beautiful sunset this evening, but then a little something right there that will largely go to our north, but swing a cold front through tonight. That'll shift our winds tomorrow. It could trigger a couple sprinkles later on. Most of us will stay dry, and then check out this 7-day. A couple sprinkles early tomorrow. Wednesday, a high near 29, but then look, it gets much warmer. There's Easter weekend with temperatures in the 60s.
Blockout Wednesday. It looks
Yes,
great.
we'll get past it.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 6. Wheel of Fortune's next. We'll see you back here at 10 with more. All right, just pretend.